start here. Cool. Okay. Well then, um, let's see. So, Rhonda, when we were talking on the phone last week, you said that you have a pretty unique skill that's face reading, and I told you I remember the TV show that kind of did something similar called Lie to Me, where he helped the FBI or whatever. But you use it in a different way, right?
I do. I actually use it to help people in sales, for example, when they meet somebody, they never have to open their mouth. They can actually tell from looking at that person how approachable they are, how they process, whether they're a conformer, not a conformer, how they deal with money, all kinds of really cool stuff. It's all just looking at somebody.
Wow, that's awesome. Do me real quick.
Take off your glasses. Can you do that for like 1 second?
Yeah, no
so
problem.
I can see.
All right.
Okay.
So I'll talk so you can see my face big on your screen for a few seconds there to help you out. But and just let me know when you're ready to roll.
Yeah, and you know it's hard to do it sometimes because you can't see you up close. But
Okay.
so the one that I can tell about you. Oh my gosh, my screen just went black. What happened?
Oh, really?
You hear me?
I can still see you.
Yeah. I can't see you. My entire screen is black.
Your camera's
Your big
playing tricks with you.
Screen. Oh, there we go. Okay.
So when I talk, can you see my face larger on the screen when I talk? Is it switching back and forth for you?
Actually, I can't. It's not that. Let's see if can you focus it in a little? Let's see.
Well, see, so what should happen is there's a setting for this too. Is when when the person talking is speaking, it takes up the whole screen, so you can see their face.
Right. Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen that. Well, so let's see. Okay. The one thing I can about you, Jake, just from looking at you, is that you're a knowledge seeker. That's what your forehead tells me. You actually, right on the top here, you have these lines that say, you know what, you are constantly seeking knowledge.
Huh.
What your eyebrows tell me, which is really interesting, is that you tend to finish what you start. You're a little bit out of the box. So you're a little bit of an out of the box thinker.
Yep.
Would that be true?
Absolutely.
Yeah, and the other thing that's kind of interesting is you're not somebody that we can micromanage. You actually like to work yourself, and that's this right here. We call it a high nose ridge, and typically if you see somebody with a high nose ridge, you know that that's not somebody you can micromanage, versus a low nose ridge, which is somebody that's a great team player. They like to be managed. Real interesting, right?
Yeah, for sure. That's all dead on.
Yeah, it's actually pretty interesting. The other thing that I could tell you is that because you have a beard and a mustache and a round chin, you're very approachable. Okay, people find it easy to come up to you. You're friendly. Your eyes tell me that as well. And you're probably way more of a teddy bear than you let on. And that's that's probably because you have the beard, the beard and the mustache, which means, you definitely have an appearance that you want to give to the world, but to those that know you, they know that you are a total teddy bear. Would that be true?
Oh yeah, for sure. And I actually don't even hide it anymore.
Yeah. The other thing that's really kind of cool about you, Jake, that I see is that you're a nurturer. Your cheeks tell me that you're actually a nurturer, that, you take care of the people that are around you, and people feel really safe with you. Is that true?
I sure hope so. But yeah, I like to do that.
Yeah. And the last thing that I can see about you is that when you get information, I can't see your ears because you have the headphones on. So, but let's see. Okay. Oh, so this is great. You process, number one, you are a nonconformist. You pretty much go to the beat of your own drummer, and you process information very, very quickly.
Yep.
When you get it, process it, and you just know what to do. Oh, and you have a good sense of humor. Actually, you have some humor lines there, so you can be funny and you have a sense of humor. There's a playfulness to you. That's what I get about your cheeks. Yeah.
Yes, and I think that's. When you told me, I think when we talked on the phone, that's just very quickly, you mentioned that you thought I might be playful, just from a picture you saw of me.
Yeah, that's what it was. Smile for me. Give me like a really big smile. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is awesome. You have this amazing trait, which basically says that you are absolutely a giver, not a taker. Okay. Are you married?
I am.
Are you are? Yeah. And you know what? It's really interesting because when you were probably dating and stuff, you know what? You would never be the one that was the gold digger looking for the woman with all the money. You know, that's,
Yeah.
and then see the gums in your teeth, that actually tells people you're not a gold digger. Interesting, right?
It's very interesting.
So all of this is just a small little sample. It's hard to see on a,
Right.
a Zoom, but when you look at somebody, you can tell so much about them just from looking at their picture. You're probably also very good with money. Based on looking at your nose, I would say that you're very good with money. You don't have a scarcity. You basically just know what you're doing. You know, there are people that have a real scarcity about money. And the last thing that I see is you have an artistic gene. That's the ball on your nose. You have this artistic gene.
Okay.
And it can show up in a number of different ways. It could be in the creativity that you do with the podcast. It could be anything. But there is a very big creativity side to you. I don't know if that's true or not. I've a day ago. So.
That's true. Well, it's very true. And it's actually something that I've always felt creative, but I didn't fit the artist mold. But I've always felt very creative in the way I approach problems.
Yeah, and your eyebrows talk about that too. They kind of go up and you finish what you start. So, you're not traditional, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
You don't fit into a mold.
That's very true. That's how I keep telling my wife.
Yeah.
Stop trying.
There you go.
Yeah.
So there's your face reading.
That's awesome. Thank you. That was a lot of fun. I feel like you could just do that for a living because people would pay for that.
Well, actually, the funny thing is creating an online course for people so that they can learn how to look for certain things when they're in sales. In particular, when you look at somebody's eyebrows, you know whether they're approachable or not, depending upon the height of the eyebrows to the eye. Okay. That's one of the things. There's a lot of different things. If you meet somebody and they have, that this person is going to be a tough negotiator, you're going to look at their jaw. If they have the tenacity of a bulldog, get ready. Okay, This is not going to be a one-color rose.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, man, that's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fun.
It is really fun.